Welcome back, everyone. Well, David Bell's joining us from Gershman Mortgage again. Today we're talking about closing costs when you buy a home. You maybe have heard about these, don't necessarily know what they are, and there are certain things that we need to know so that we are, again, getting educated, not sold. And this is a big one here, isn't it?
Exactly. This is one of the big ones that really confuse people. There are three things you need to think about when buying a house: your down payment, the closing costs, and the escrow creation. But our focus here today is the closing costs, because this is where the shell game happens with a lot of lenders. The closing costs are actually third-party fees: the appraisal, title work, county recorder. These are fees that have to get paid.
Okay.
And when lenders are telling you, hey, there's no closing cost, typically what they're really doing is they're increasing that interest rate so the lender pays for that, but in the long run, the buyer pays a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, and typically you're talking about 0.25% higher, which if you do a 30-year loan on about $150,000, you're talking about an extra $8,000 over the life of the loan.
Wow.
So it's very important. It becomes something, like I said, a shell game, where it gets really confusing. People don't understand it, so it's very hard to make that decision on which lender's the best one. So that's why we're very adamant about explaining these closing costs to folks.
Okay, so not necessarily going to the person who says no closing costs. That
Exactly.
might be more expensive for us in the long run. And when we come in and talk to you, what are you going to do with those? Are you going to sit down and look at all of our different options when we're going over these?
There's really about three different routes. You pay it yourself, you have the seller pay for it, which typically is the best route, or you have the route where it shows no closing costs and you bump up the interest rate. But we walk through each one based off your scenario. We provide the different strategies that make the most sense.
Nice. So you can work the numbers for us.
Exactly.
And then help us navigate through those. You have a really exciting thing coming up. You're teaming up with Fareway, correct?
That's right. We're doing a $25 gift card for each week leading up to the Memorial Day weekend, where we're going to do a grand prize. And what folks have to do is jump on Facebook, go to the Gershman, Iowa site, and do the secret word, which is today, home.
Yes. You can see it on your screen right there.
Yep.
So
And from there, they get registered. We'll actually announce it next week on who did this one.
Okay.
We got this one for this week, and then we'll do another one next week as we lead up to Memorial Day.
Nice. I'm excited to find out who it is.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for coming in today and talking to us again.
Thank you, as always.
We appreciate it. Here you go, everybody. You can contact Gershman, Iowa at gershmania.com. The number is on their screen right there. And again, get educated, not sold. And remember, go over to their Facebook page, Gershman, Iowa, and enter in home. Get your $25. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.